I am here, y'all. I'm here to see the color purple. I'm here at the Regal Cinemas in Hudson, Ohio. I'm here. I'm with my niecey poos.
You gonna open up the trunk?
And my sister.
Open the trunk.
It's always where you'll find a Hotel Indigo. From the streets of Tokyo to the sights of Dubai. So don't just visit a place.
Carly.
Dive into it. Get caught up in it. And find calm in it. Hotel Indigo. The
Got my
world's
feet
neighborhood
propped up.
hotel.
A part of IHG Hotels and Holiday Magic. Because before you know it, they're moody teenagers.
Oh my god. Wait, are you?
Not yet.
Someone defied the society.
Carly.
Who was it?
She didn't let it go like I told you. If you interfere with her or your client, you could have your memory erased. You won't even remember she existed.
Hey y'all, it's VeaPeachy and welcome to VeaPeachy's world. And this is my spoiler for the Color Purple movie slash musical. So welcome to my channel, and today is December 26th. I went to go see the movie yesterday on Christmas. I bought my tickets about a month ago. They were $14 at Regal Cinemas in Hudson, Ohio. That is about 20 minutes away from where I live. And they have a nice theater. If you see the video before this part actually starts, the theater is pretty nice. But before I get to that part of the video, telling about the movie, I want to welcome you to my channel and do a shout out to the VP squad. What's good? What's goody? I love y'all, first and foremost. And if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Consider subscribing. And to everybody who been here, I love y'all. I thank y'all for y'all support. I thank y'all for coming to see me and loving on me and all the things. I'm usually not in my bedroom. I'm usually in front of my backdrop downstairs. But I decided I would do this part in my bedroom because after I do this, I'm leaving out for the day to go to work. So I said I would go ahead and get this done while I was still upstairs. Okay. Let me shut out the way. Okay. So I don't know everybody's name in the movie. Oh, before I go to that. Also, if you are not part of the VP squad and you would like to be part of the squad, it's only a couple of things you got to do. First, you gotta subscribe to the channel. And after you subscribe, you have to like the video. And after you like, because that takes me on to the algorithm, it puts me in these YouTube streets. You feel me? And then after you subscribe and like, then you can comment. Comment. If you don't have anything to say, we like peaches and orange hearts over here. And then after you comment or subscribe, like, and comment, then the best thing you could do is share me out. Share me out to your mommy, your poppy, your sister, your brother, your significant other. And then on your social networks, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all the things and all. And then, boom, part of the squad, the VP squad. And we love you. We accept you. This is the club of all clubs, and we love you and we appreciate you, period. Okay, now let's get to the review slash spoiler. Now let me say this again, because I mentioned this on my IG, and I need y'all to follow me on both of my IGs. One of them it's up here, VeaPeachy's World. Follow me on that. And then the other one is VP Squad. That's up there too. Follow me on both of those. Also, I have memberships. Consider joining my memberships. I have giveaways on my lives. I'm trying to do it either every Friday or every other Friday. And those are not exclusively for my members, but I do cater to my members. I love my subscribers, but I try to cater to my members a little more because they literally are given to me every month. It's a small price. They start off at $1.99, but I do appreciate you for your memberships. Everybody who's a member, and I love you and I thank you. So consider subscribing to my memberships. But okay, we got that out the way. Now let's go. All right, so like I said, I had to look up the characters because I don't know everybody's name. Okay, so now this is a spoiler. It's a spoiler. I'm telling you now. Click out. Don't watch this part. You're going to be mad. Because I'm about to tell the movie. Like, yeah. I ain't telling every single detail, but I'm telling some parts. I'm telling characters. I'm telling stuff. So, if you don't want to be told the movie, click out right now. Yeah. Right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. So, okay, so there were different characters for different parts of the movie, okay? So we had, Celie and Nettie are the main characters, right? So Halle Bailey played young Nettie, and a woman by the name of Felicia Pearl Passy played young Celie. Both of them were great actresses. They bodied those parts. They did a great job. This Felicia Pearl Passy, the young Celie character, oh my gosh, she did Oprah, no, not Oprah. What's her name, y'all? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Not Oprah. The young lady who played young Celie in the first movie. Anyway, she did her right. Like they picked a great person. Now, one of the parts that they took out, remember in the original movie when she was teaching her, when Nettie was teaching Celie how to read, and then she gave her the book, what's the name of the book? Y'all, my memory is kind of messed up. I know, but my memory kind of messed up. And she gave her the book, and she was teaching her the word. That's actually how I learned that word, the meaning of that word, too. Jesus Christ. I can't remember. But they took that part out. And I felt like that was pivotal. And, because I felt like it was pivotal in learning that, Nettie was smart, that she was in school, and that she taught her sister. She wanted her sister to have that knowledge. You know what I mean? And they took that part out. They didn't show her teaching her to read. That kind of was like, what? Like, why wouldn't y'all have that part in the movie? I ain't like that. But they took that part out. They still show like that closeness between the sisters, but they took that part out. I didn't like that. And then they have now another thing that they added to the movie. So of course, in the original movie, of course their mom died. Nettie and Celie's mom died. Like it's said in the movie that their mom passed away, and Paul is their father. So they never show the mother. So in this movie, the mother is played by Ingenue Ellis Taylor. When y'all see her, I'm not going to show any images here. But when y'all see her, she's played in some movies and TV shows before. Of course she looks older and stuff like that, you know, movie magic. And they are showing like images of her, like, you know, being in the background, like I guess it would be like her ghost or her spirit or whatever. It's a nice add-on to the movie. So, you know, you can kind of get the essence that she's with Celie during certain parts and stuff like that. So it's nice. I liked it that as an add-on. That was a nice add-on to the movie. I like that. Okay, y'all, guess who in it? My girl, Tamala Mann. She in the movie. Okay, so she plays First Lady to David Allen Greer's character. So David Allen Greer is Reverend Samuel Avery. That is Suge Avery's father, right? So in the very beginning of the movie, almost when it first starts, Tamala Mann is at the very beginning. She busts onto the scene. She do like a big singing part, and they dancing and around and everything. And Tamala Mann is at the very beginning of the movie. I feel like they started that off so dope. Like, it was so good because it was good to like see her and hear her voice. She looking good. Like, even though I guess this movie based in the 20s or whatever, like, it was just good to see her like that. Oh my God. Like, I love Tamala Mann. So it was good to see her. So happy to see her. So good to hear her voice. You know, her voice is bomb, so angelic or whatever. So it was good to see her. So yeah, so she's in a movie. Now she doesn't play like a super, super big part in the movie. That's like her biggest part. That part at the beginning. But like I said, she's the first lady to Suge Avery's father, the Reverend. So you'll see her other times in the movie, but that's like the biggest part that she plays. But that's a good addition to the movie. Okay, back to them when they were kids. A part that they took out that I felt like should have been kept in there. So remember at the beginning and towards the end, and I think it's like 3 times in the movie, they show them going through a field of purple flowers. They don't show that at all in the entire movie. It's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, they show them at like the cold, like some water at the beach. So let me tell you about my sister. She gonna say, where they at, California? Because soon as when you see Nettie and Celie, young Nettie and Celie, like at the beginning of the movie, they add water. And it's like, I mean, they in Georgia, you know what I mean? But it's like, what's this? Like, you know, you kind of like puzzled and confused. Like, why are they by water? Like, this is not stupid, but it's just like, you know what I mean? They in the country. You feel me? So where did this beach come in at? It look like a beach. It don't look like a lake or a river or, you know, because I'm thinking country, I'm thinking 1920s, and they look like they by the beach. You feel me? So it's weird. It's like that kind of threw me off. But they never go through the purple flowers. Weird. To me, that's pivotal. It's pivotal. Like, if anybody, so let me say this. If it was a person who never saw the original film and then sees that part and then sees just this movie, it's like you need to see the essence. The essence comes from the original film. Now, I will say this. I liked the movie, but a lot of essential parts definitely played in the original film. Also, I never read the whole book. I read the book, but I didn't read the whole book. So I'm going to work on doing that. I'm going to get the book. And if the play ever comes back to the theaters, because I never went to see the play, I'm going to go see the play as well. So I got some catching up to do. But okay, so let me see. What's the next part I want to talk about? Let's see. Holly Bailey, our mermaid. Okay, so you know this movie, this trigger warning. So you know this movie deals with statutory. It deals with incest. And it's crazy that around that time, this girl is walking around with 2 babies, right? 2 babies she's walking around with. Clearly she's young. And you know, back at that time, men dating girls young was a thing. But I mean, I assume that the father probably was telling them, the town people, that Celie was sleeping around with men, and that's where the babies was coming from. But truly, I feel like they knew that man was, you know, as saying his daughter. I don't know. Like, who knows? But I just feel like it was really sad. Like, Celie went through a lot in her lifetime. Like, she felt like she was ugly. She felt like she was never loved. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. It was a lot. It was heavy. The movie is very heavy. It's a heavy movie. So you definitely have to be mentally and emotionally kind of ready and prepared to watch it. I would say this: if you have a lot going on, because it's heavy, you're going to cry, you're going to be emotional. I did. I cried 3 times. I did. But it was good. Tears are cleansing, but it's just a lot. Be prepared. Let's see. Okay. So y'all know my girl. Okay, wait. I'm still with the kids. What's some other parts? So, you know, young Celie had both kids. She had Adam and Olivia. I think Olivia was older. Yeah, she had Olivia first. Then she had Adam. Immediately, you know, he took the kids away. And then they were working in the store. And she saw the blanket that she had sold for Olivia. And she knew that Olivia was her daughter. So she saw her daughter. So she was like, okay, my babies are alive. Because, you know, the whole time she was thinking that... Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Okay, because the whole time she was thinking that her father killed her babies. Because he kept saying, I'm giving them to God. So she was thinking that her father killed her babies. Also, Paul is played by the comedian Dion Cole. He did a good job. Good acting. Next. Okay. If I can remember any other pivotal parts of the girls, I will go back. But that was about it. Oh, okay, so what else? So when he basically he sold his daughter to the man who played Mr. Is played by a rather handsome man. Remember, to me, Danny Glover is not super handsome. Good actor, but he wasn't super handsome. You know what I mean? The man who played Mr. Albert, is a man named Coleman Domingo. I've never really seen him before. So I don't know if this was like a breakout movie for him. But I will say this, I'm not a big movie buff. And I don't watch a lot of TV, so he could probably be in TV shows and movies. I don't know. But his name is Coleman Domingo. He did a good job as Mr. Albert. He did an excellent job. He played that role really well. So basically, you know, Paul. So see, because he wanted Nettie, you know, and Nettie wasn't on it. Like, boy, get out of here. She like, he the devil. Get him out of my face. And he came and he like, I want to ask for Nettie's hand in marriage. And he like, no, Nettie's smart. Nettie gonna be a school teacher. You know, he like, you can have Celie. He like, she ugly, this and that. He like, she worked like a man, da 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 da. He like, you can have her. He like, give me some cows and some chickens and blah blah blah. and somehow they came into an agreement, and baby Celie was sold to that man. They never say her age, but she definitely was underage. You know what I mean? Like, they never say that, but like I say, in those times, that was a thing. You know, young girls, definitely probably under the age of 18, 19 years old, marrying grown men. So when she goes to the house, he got 3 kids. It's so funny the way he keep like, come down here, children. And they come down the stairs. They all looking mean and crazy or whatever. So young Harpo, is played by a young man by the name of, let me get his name. Jamal Avery Jr. Good actor, played a small role. But he did a good job. Young Harpo, he played a good role. You know, that part was it wasn't long, but he played a pretty good role. What was I going to say about that? Okay, so another thing. So y'all remember, even in the original movie, he had 3 kids originally. You never see the other 2 kids no other time in the movie. And even in this movie, you never see no other kids. All you see is Harpo. You don't never see them talk about you don't never see him say my sister, my brother. You hear him say he got 3 kids at the beginning? Baby. All you hear is Harpo, Harpo, Harpo. Yeah, so yeah. So basically, once she moves into the house, she starts cleaning up and cooking and taking care of the kids and all of that. That's when the transition happens and she becomes Fantasia, which is... Oh, wait, before I get to that. So, okay, so the way they was... So you already know, Nettie was living with Paul by himself now. Of course, he tried her because he was already essaying young Celie. That's how she was pregnant with the 2 kids. Soon as young Celie was gone, he like, I need some more. Nettie like, I'm getting up out of here. So he comes to Mr. and Celie's house. She like, please let my sister stay here. I'll do anything, blah, blah, blah. Of course, they're playing around like kids because they're kids. You know what I mean? So one night he tries to try Nettie. Nettie kicks him in, and boom, he kicks her out. Pull out the shotgun, get off my land. Boom. You already know how that go. Nettie leaves, and starts to write her letters because, you know, Nettie goes to Africa with the people from the church, and they go to Africa on a missionary mission. Boom. Now, like I said, let's go back to what I was saying. Celie, that's when the transition happens. Once she's in the house taking care of the kids, Nettie is gone by now, and the transition happens from young Celie to adult Celie, which is Fantasia Barrino. My girl. I love her. Period. Oh, let me tell y'all something else too, because it is a musical, but it's not like play musical. You know how when you watch plays, and plays are like, you know, it's just so much music, and it's just so much, like, I feel like sometimes plays are a little inappropriate with when the music comes sliding in. Just somebody walking out on stage, and then it's like, my mother, she did me so wrong, my daddy. You know, it's just like, Like, I feel like the music in this movie was placed perfectly. Like, literally, like, it was placed good. Like, it wasn't nerve-wracking. It was good. So, if you are not a musical person, still go see this movie, because it was placed perfectly. I don't know. I just can't. It was good. It just was placed perfectly. It's not inappropriate. It's not too much. It's not like, why would they have somebody singing at that part? Like, you know, it was dramatic, but it was dramatic in the right way. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind when you go see the movie. Okay. So, so the transition to Fantasia. So, of course, they are, living their life. And she sees this picture of Suge on the nightstand. And, she wants to know who Suge is. She is interested in this woman this entire time. Who is Suge? What is she? I want to know if she's slim, if she's stout, you know what I mean? How she talk, how she walk. I want to know this woman. She is intrigued, because she know that Mr. is in love with this woman, and y'all know, Suge is played by Taraji P. Henson. That's my girl too, period. Yeah. So, okay. Before Suge comes, Sophia is played by Danielle Brooks. Danielle Brooks is played by Sophia. And Harpo, another handsome man, is Corey Hawkins. I've seen him playing some things. Can't name it off the top of my head, but he's played in some things as well. He's Harpo. He's adult Harpo. And he is married to Sophia. So it's a scene where they're like in this bar. Or like like a gentleman's club, I would say, or something. But it's no women allowed. So maybe it's not a gentleman's club, because gentleman's club with like strippers and stuff allowed. However, they're sitting in a place where no women are allowed. So Sophia walk in like, whatever, I'm busting up in here. So she goes in there and she like, hey, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Sophia. I'm pregnant with Harpo's baby or whatever. So of course, Mr. with his ignorant self, like, how he know that's his baby? And she like, he know that's his baby because me and him been messing around. You know what I mean? Like, he don't play crazy. And she like, Harpo, check your father. You know what I mean? Like, to the point where she say, I'm going to give respect when it's given. And if you don't give it to me, I ain't giving it back. Period. You know what I mean? So she, walks out and she tell Harpo, like, come on. And then Mr. like, don't move a muscle or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I'm about to go. But she like, Harpo, don't keep me waiting. So she walks out or whatever. So, yeah, that's basically how Danielle Brooks, quote, aka Sophia, introduces herself to the movie. Danielle Brooks did an excellent job as Sophia, like excellent. She has a beautiful voice. That's another thing. Everybody in this movie could sing. Everybody. So they pick good singers. Everybody plays their part well. And literally everybody can sing. Everybody. So let me see. So after that, Suge finally comes to town. I'm trying to think, is there any other parts in between there? If I could go back, if I remember, I'll go back. But Suge comes into town. Wait, before that part. So remember the part when wait, hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I had an important call. I had to answer that call. All right, but okay. So what I was saying. Okay, so I was saying Suge had came to town. Basically, that's played by Taraji P. Henson. That's all our girl. We love her. We love her some Taraji P. She can also sing. Y'all know that. Okay. So, she's introduced to the story. Her and Fantasia finally meet. She comes in. She has a driver. She's fancy. She meets Fantasia. Now remember the part where so they do have the part where Mr. cooks her breakfast and he burns it up, and then Fantasia takes her to breakfast and she slides the thing back out, and you can tell she ate it all up or whatever. Boom. So then remember the part where she's in the tub and Fantasia, she like, I need somebody to watch my back or whatever. And no, that's not the part. when they're getting her out the car, and she look up and she like, you sure is ugly. And then I think she says it again, like, you still ugly or whatever. They don't have that part in the movie. In this movie, they grew really, really close. Like, she doesn't talk about her at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't treat her mean. She doesn't shade her at all. Like, she's immediately nice to her. So she, you know, she's immediately nice to her. Immediately nice to her. So I like that part. I kind of liked it better than, I mean, because even in the first movie, you already know that was shade. Like, you with this man, and I want him, you know, he my side dude, or whatever he is. When I come to town, he puts it down, you know, type of situation. But at the end of the day, should want him, but she don't want him. You know how it is. That's her boyfriend in the clutch. Y'all watch that short about boyfriends in the clutch. So basically, Mr. aka Albert is Suge's boyfriend in the clutch when she come to town or whatever. So yeah, so they get close immediately. Mr. feeling away because they upstairs harmonizing and singing, and you know, they becoming friends. They cool or whatever. So it is a part where they downstairs, and he like taking off her dress and he taking off her slip, and it looks like they about to get it in, like right in the dining room or something. And Celie comes down the stairs, and basically she's watching them. And Suge like look over and sees. So this is kind of shady and kind of messed up, but it's like, you know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, this it is what it is type of situation. And Suge looks over and sees Celie, and they just keep going. And then Celie just walk away, you know, because she don't really care no way. She like, good. When you here, you can have them. You can have them the sex. You could do all that. And when you hear he nice to me, he wanna be with you. And I listen. All I gotta do is cook it clean when you here. You know what I mean? So yeah. And he don't beat me as much when you here. So great. So she stays there for a while. You know, the juke joint is up. How did I get to build that part? Oh, let me go back to that part. So all in this part, Sophia and Harpo is together. They didn't have their one kid. And basically he goes and he talks to Harpo talks to Celie about, you know, she don't mind me. Like, you know, why she don't mind me like Paul. Like, you mind Paul, you know what I mean? That's because that's his Paul. You know what I mean? Like, what's up? Like, why don't she respect me? Like, she, you know, he like, I love her. I really love her with all my heart. He like, but she just, you know, he like, she mean. She just so mean to me. Like, you know, so the first thing Celie say is beat her. You know, basically that's all she know. That girl done been abused her whole life. She feel like don't nobody love her. But deep down, she knew better than that. You know what I mean? Like, she knew that wasn't the answer to the thing, to his question. But that's what she said. So that's what Harpo goes to do. He tries to go beat up Sophia. Soon as Sophia get a whiff of what he just said, baby, Sophia comes back to Celie like, you told Harpo to beat me? Like, is you crazy? You know, and she like, no. She like, you a lie. Yes, you did. You definitely told Harpo to beat me or whatever. So she like, you know, then she goes into her spiel. All my life I had to fight. I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my brothers. I had to fight my uncles. A girl child ain't safe in the house of men. I never knew I had to fight in my own house. I loves Harpo. God knows I do. But I'll kill him dead before I let him beat me. Girl, I was like, I feel you, girl. Stab him. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, so she, you know, she say the famous line or whatever. And she sings. It's like a little song she sings. For that part, it's like it builds up to a dramatic song, which that song is the bomb. I love it. It's called Hell No or Hell No. Whatever it is, the song is the bomb. I love it. So, yeah. So, definitely, I love that part. I want to get the soundtrack. Matter of fact, I gotta look it up because I'm going to get that soundtrack. I gotta download it on something. What is it? Apple Music or something. I wonder if it's on YouTube. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, so she sings the song and whatever. So, of course. Now, let me say this. On the original Color Purple, all the kids she had was by Harpo. I think she ended up having like 3 kids. She ended up having 2 sons and a daughter, I think. But on this version of the movie, she only had 1 kid by Harpo. And the other 2 kids are by Buster. Now, remember, Buster was the guy that she hooked up with after she separated from Harpo. And Buster is played by Stephen Hill, another fine, dark-skinned, big, tall, husky guy. He's fine too, period. He looks really good, handsome. So that's who, him and Sophia, they kicking it. They going out. They doing they want to. So basically the story is when they go to the juke joint, Suge and sang or whatever that night, Sophia walks in with Buster or whatever. Also, this is when we meet Squeak. Squeak is played by, now let me tell y'all, get on me. I know I'm about to say her name wrong. Is it her or Her? I know she's a famous singer. I'm not hip to her music. I probably know her music. I just don't know that it's her music. But she has a beautiful voice as well. I'm about to look her up on YouTube today. Beautiful voice. But she plays Squeak, and this is when you're introduced to her. So Sophia walked in with Buster, and Harpo come over to the table, like, you know what I mean? So that's when she dropped the bomb, like, saying something about they had another baby or something like that. She say she say something about they had another baby. And Harpo looking like, what? Like, you got my one child, but you taking care of his other kids, plus you done had some other kids. And Sophia like, yeah, and then, man, my own baby, I had another baby. Like, he my baby father. I ain't just taking care of his kids. Like, it's drama. You know what I mean? It's drama. So Squeak kind of like over to the side looking like, okay, but she kind of like, she chilling. She ain't saying too much. So Harpo just walk away. He walked back over to the bar. So, Sophia like, Buster, I'll be back. So she walks over to the bar and they get to chopping it up. So Harpo comes from behind the bar. Now, mind you, Harpo comes from behind the bar and him and Sophia talking, and he go back over to Buster like, let me dance with her. Let me dance with her. So Buster like, it's cool, whatever. So, him and Sophia, they dancing or whatever. And Squeak walk up like, what are you doing? Like, you feel me? Like, what is this? You feel me? So he like, well, can a man dance with his wife? And Squeak like, not if she left him. You feel me? Like, no. 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 And so Sophia, first thing Sophia say, it's fine with me. I'm cool. I came here with my dude. I'm just, this used to be my house. This used to be my man. My man. You feel me? So I'm just here to, you know what I mean? So, then Squeak, running them peepers. She still squeaking, saying whatever she's saying. And she say something else like, yeah, cause something. And then Sophia say, like I said, fine with me, sweetie. So Harpo like, no, like Harpo like pulling on Sophia, like, no, we about to, girl, chill out. I'm about to finish dancing with my wife. You feel me? Squeaky get up in Sophia's face and slapped the mess out of her, like slapped her. Now Squeak is little and Danielle Brooks kind of you feel me, baby? She did slap Sophia hard, but Sophia punched her, boom, and knocked her. Baby, that started a whole big ruckus. Everybody in the whole juke joint get to fighting. This person hit that person. Everybody get to... Oh, another thing. Remember in the old Color Purple when they get to arguing and one man be like, "Oh, time to go," and close his fiddle or banjo or whatever he got, and then the man at the piano be like, "Oh, time to go, y'all." They don't have nobody do that part. That was pivotal. These are pivotal parts that's supposed to be in the remake. What are you doing? Producers, Alice Walker, Oprah Winfrey, whoever else was in there. I was looking at that part. I should have made notes on that. It was like 4 producers, executive producers, and Alice Walker and Oprah Winfrey was definitely 2 of them. Alice Walker is the person who wrote the original novel for The Color Purple. FYI, if you didn't know that. Anyway, so a big fight starts. So Suge, she pulls Fantasia out of the juke joint, like, "Girl, come on, we got to go." Because Celie, she looking around, she smiling and laughing, like, "Ooh, look at this. Ooh, she drinking people drink. She having fun. She ain't never been in nothing like this. She smiling, she don't never smile or whatever." And she gets up out of there. So, what other part did I miss? Okay, so there is another part when Celie and Suge Avery, they get together, and Suge Avery really does, lift her up, and gets her smiling and laughing, and she's like, "Why you don't never smile? Why you don't never laugh?" And they get to talking, and and Suge like, every day is a blessing. Every day you wake up, you should smile. And they do like a little song, little part right there, which is appropriate as well. So that was a good part. It was a good part. Yeah, that was a good part. Also, let me go back a little bit. So when Sophia confronts Celie, asking her, like, "Why did you tell him to beat me?" And she denies it, like, "No, I didn't. She does answer the question. Celie like, "Because I was jealous." Celie like, "Because you're so strong and you stand up to him, and I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. Like, I've never been that person, and you do what I can't do, so I'm jealous. And I'm you are amazing for standing up for yourself," or whatever. And then that's when Sophia goes into her spiel, like, "All my life I had to fight, blah, 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 blah." You know what I mean? I wanted to say that too. So yeah, so what else? So eventually, Suge got to leave because she got to see, I got to see the big city. Louis Gossett Jr. is Mr.'s father, Mr. Johnson. His name is Mr. as well. He's Mr. Johnson. That's Mr.'s father. So Celie's husband's father is Louis Gossett Jr. So remember the part when he comes to visit? This is before Suge Avery leaves. And he like, "So you gonna have a hoe?" Because he calling her a hoe. He like, "You got your hoe sitting up in your house, laying up in your house." And by this time, Suge and Celie like this. So Celie feeling away, like, "Oh, she ain't talk about my sister wife." You know what I mean? Like, So she come outside, she like, "You want some water?" And he like, "Yeah." So that's when she spit in the water and swirl it around, and he drinks it. Disgusting. Yeah, so that little part happened or whatever. So he like, "All right, Daddy, it's time to go." Because Daddy like, "You got your hoe up here in your house with your wife." And, because back in the day, men didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, they had 2-3 families, and they could afford all 2, 3, 4 of them too. Message. But, you know what I mean? But, you know, like the daddy said, you got your whole up here with your wife, and your wife just letting it like, what is going on? So they was getting mad at that. They couldn't accept that. So yeah, so he leaves. So they didn't put daddy out. Drink this spitty water and get up out of here. So he leaves or whatever. But Louis Gossett, he's in the movie a couple times, basically just preaching and not literally preaching, but saying, you know, what he says. Eventually, Suge Avery leaves. Fantasia like, take me with you. He don't beat me when you here. You know, he's nicer to me when you here. And she like, well, not this time. I'm gonna come back. Next time, I'm gonna take you with me. I promise. Okay. So, let me see. So, eventually, Suge Avery leaves. Look like I got a unibrow. I promise y'all I don't. So yeah, so they leave. So Suge Avery leaves. She leaves to go to Memphis, Tennessee. Let's see. What's next? Okay, so this is the part when Sophia ends up going to jail. So the lady who plays Miss Millie, which is the mayor's wife, is Elizabeth Marvel. So they're at the like somewhere out in the town, and it's Fantasia. So Sophia, Buster, and they 3 kids go basically stop by Celi's house and like, come on to town with us, you know, real quick. We about to go to town. And Fantasia like, I can't. I mean, keep saying Fantasia. Celi like, I can't. You know, I got chores to do around here and stuff. They like, girl, come with us. So Celi like, girl, you right. I'm coming. Boom. She dropped what she doing and she jump in the horse and carriage with them. I was about to say jump in the car. She jump in a horse and carriage with them. So she jumps in a horse and carriage and she gets in the with them. So they get to town and she asking the kids, do they want ice cream? Back in the day, they only had vanilla. So she's telling the kids, like, don't get to asking for a whole bunch of stuff. You getting vanilla, that's it. So her and the kids get out the carriage. Buster and Celi is still sitting in the carriage, and or maybe it's just too, or I think that one of the kids was just too little. So her and the 2 kids that can walk get out the carriage. Sophia and the 2 kids. So Miss Millie sees them, and she like, oh, you know, your kids are so clean, and they so nice, and, you know, oh, would you like to work for me? And, you know, at first, Sophia ain't really saying too much or nothing. You know, she just letting her talk. So, you know, they just so well behaved. And look at you. You got, you got a little money. You buying them ice cream and y'all out and about, you know, would you like to work for me? So, she was in the car at first. I want to say Miss Millie gets out the car. However, you know, Sophia ended up saying, hell no. So she's like, what? You know, she's taking it back. What? So the mayor come up to her and she say, what you say to my wife? And Sophia like, I said, hell no. So immediately he slaps Sophia. Sophia pull her fist back and she punched the mayor and knock him out. You know, so of course all the people. So she like, get my kids out of here. You know, she telling Buster, she like, get my kids out of here. So Fantasia, she covering up their faces or whatever. Like, you know, they can't see this. They can't see this or whatever. She's covering up their faces, and she just telling them like, get my kids out of here. So you deep down inside, Buster didn't want to. Like, this is a decision, and I think this is a decision that a lot of men make. Like, it's a lot of things in this movie that are real life situations. You know what I mean? Like, that could come all the way to 2023, even though this movie was based in the 20s and the 30s, in the 40s. It's a lot of situations that can come all the way to 2023. It's a lot of situations that men are faced with when they deal with their women that they can't help with. It's nothing that I can do in this situation. And that's basically what he was doing. He can't fight 40 pounds people, you know what I mean, for a situation basically that his girl caused. You punched the mayor of the town. They gonna hang me. You know what I mean? And Sophia knew that. She telling them, get the kids out of here. I don't want my kids to see this. I know you can't help me, so just get my kids out of here. Just leave. Just go. You know what I mean? She wasn't trying to make Buster responsible, or she wasn't saying, help me, help me. You know what I mean? She just like, get my kids out of here. That's it. And he was so conflicted. You could tell he was so conflicted because he just like, you know, what do I do? This is a big, strong man knowing that he can't help his wife or his girlfriend or whatever, you know, they're in a relationship. Knowing that he can't help the woman that he loves or he cares about or whatever. And knowing that, you know, what's more important, saving her or myself or the children. You know what I mean? It was sad. So, of course, you know, he kind of, like, you don't actually see him go off with the Fantasia and the kids or whatever. But, you know, the next scene is her in jail. Her face is bruised up. And she just kind of sitting there depressed. So, you know, Celie goes to see her every week. And she is bringing her food. It was like around Thanksgiving at the time. You know, she had been in there for months at this time. Because it was like summertime when she went to jail originally. And then, because it was warm, you know, just to look at the scene. And then, I mean, I guess Georgia is always warm. But she's saying that it's Thanksgiving. So I'm going to assume that it was months later. And, of course, Celia is going to see her every week. Or whatever. And, yeah. So they're talking or whatever. And then Celia's like, I just got here. And he's like, it's time to go. Making her leave or whatever. So, yeah. So then it's a part where, you know, Suge Avery been gone. Suge Avery pop up one morning in a brand new car with this brand new man. Okay, Suge Avery's husband's name is is Grady. That's Suge Avery's new husband name. Oh my goodness, the lighting is crazy. And his actual name is John Batiste. Batiste, look for him. Like I say, he's probably in some movies and stuff. I ain't never seen him. But that's Suge Avery's husband. In the movie, Grady. So they didn't came from Memphis, Tennessee, and they come on Easter or the day actually the day before Easter, I believe. And they're there, you know, to eat with the family or whatever. So that next day, they're having dinner. It's Sophia, Harpo, Mr. You know, Albert, his father, Louis Gossett Jr., Fantasia, Suge, Sophia, Harpo, Squeak, who else there? That's about everybody. That's it. And I think it was like some kids or something. Maybe a couple kids. However, that's everybody at the dinner table. So they talking or whatever. And basically this is the part where Suge like, okay, we about to head out. We about to go back to Memphis. Because basically my man, he work. So my man got to go to work. You know, we were just coming for Easter and basically coming to pick up. Oh, shoot. Let me go back. So I got this part. Remember the part where she like, I think my sister dead because she said she was going to write me and I haven't gotten none of the letters. But you know, Mr. is not letting her get to that box, the mailbox. So the part where, remember when they leave the juke joint and they get to the house after the big fight and they leave the juke joint, get to the house, and Mr. is still at the juke joint. That's when they go in the house. No, that's not what happened. The next day they wake up. Mr. is still somewhere in the fields or gone or something. And Suge Avery gets the mail. she asking the mailman, like, I get the mail, and he like, so the mailman is even like, well, where's Mr. Johnson or whatever? And she like, girl, she telling the mailman like he probably passed out somewhere. I get it. You know what I mean? So she gets the mail. First thing she sees is a letter from Celie's sister. She runs, she like, Celie. She runs in the house, shows her the letter. Celie is so shocked and appalled and taken aback. She like, oh my God, like she can't even read it. Like she read the first couple words and just kind of like drop the letter. Suge gets the letter and reads it to her. Like, and she basically telling her like, I've been writing you for years. I don't know if you're getting these letters. Oh my goodness. Like, sis, I love you. I got your kids. They here with me. And telling her about how the war and stuff was going on in Africa, and they done tore down our village, and basically telling her everything that's going on. So I love this part because as she's reading through these letters, she's imagining basically what she thinks Africa looks like. So she's seeing the culture and the dancing and the people and you know what I mean, all that. So remember the part, I think this is another pivotal part that they took out, where you see where they cut Olivia and Adam's face. They don't do that in the movie. I think that's pivotal. They should have did that part, but they don't. But they do, where you can see like the culture and the people going through the villages and stuff like that. They show a little bit of that. So that's when Suge like, it's some more letters in his house. We just gotta find them. So Suge goes straight to this closet where he had the shotgun at. Go to the closet, take the shotgun out, go in this little lockbox, clip it, unlock the lockbox, boom, all the letters is in there. Takes the lockbox out and gives all the letters to Celie. So of course, Celie is reading these letters all day and all night. She probably started from the first letter that had been sent years and years ago till now. So, she slip up because she ends up, now she's slipping up because she's reading the letters so much that, dinner is late and she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. So Mr. the first, he's abusing her more now. Cause he like, I'm working all day from sun up to sundown in these fields. All you gotta do is cook and clean. And why is my dinner late? Cause, she comes and she like, I'm sorry, I lost track of time. He like, no, you can't lose track of time. You be in this house all day. You know what I mean? So she sits the food on the table. She like, here, your dinner, my dinner. And she about to sit down with him. So he knocks her food off the table. He like, if I can't eat on time, you not gonna eat at all. And then he slaps her up against the wall, like hard, like, it was crazy. So, man, you all around this time, all this is building up. All this is building up. So, one last time. This plays out a little different. Remember, Suge had came into town, and remember when he was beating on her and everything. Mr. was beating on Celie, and Suge was already in town. Remember, and then remember when he was about to shave her, and he had just was mean to her, or whatever, and she was about to cut him. She was about to cut that dude. And, they was like, fixing to shave Mr. one of the kids in the field. So Suge running, trying to get to the house, because she like, oh, she about to kill him. Like, you know what I mean? So she running, trying to get to the house. So it didn't play out. That part didn't play out like this. This time, he hits her. And his face is shaved. And, his face is with the shaving cream. And he like, get the razor ready because Suge coming today. And I want to be looking good for when Suge come. I forgot to say this part. So Suge, so she getting the shaver ready. She sharpening it. So she does like 2 cuts, like 1, 2. And right when she get ready to do another cut, that's when Suge roll up with her husband in a brand new car. And she was like, she had nicked him a little bit. But of course he ain't gonna hit her in front of Suge or whatever. So it was like Saved by the Bell type of situation. So that's when, which is the next day, was Easter. And that's when basically all that, the whole thing play out with him telling him like, I'm going to Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm taking Celie. So, he like, over my dead body. And Fantasia. So Celie like, that's fine with me. And so then Louis Gossett Jr., the father of Mr. Get to Talking, like, you all these women going crazy at this table. You letting you just gonna let this woman run your table at your table talking crazy or whatever. And he like, you ain't going nowhere. He like, I bet you I leave. I'm leaving up out of this piece today. Like, I'm going with Suge. I'm gone. You know what I mean? So she, they get to walking out the house. So that's when, remember Sophia started laughing? Because, what do the father say something? And Sophia just started giggling. Remember, she was looking depressed, all that. So Sophia started laughing. She get to laughing. So they looking like, what you laughing about? And she like, talk about basically how she sat in that cell for them 6-7 years. And she like, she knew there was a God. She like, that's how she knew there was a God, because she thanks God for Celie, because Celie came to see her every week. You know what I mean? And she was grateful for Celie, and she knew there was a God or whatever. And basically, she left. So they get in a car. So then Squeak, she stand up, and Harpo like, where you going? And she like, Mary Agnes. So he like, who is that? And she like, that's my name. My name Mary Agnes. And she like, I'm going with Suge too. And she just leave out the door. So Harpo like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Like, wait, everybody just leaving me. So Harpo trying to stop Squeak from leaving. Squeak then left out the door and then got in the car with Suge. Like, I'm going too. I'm going to sing with Hood, because, of course, Squeak, after Suge left, Squeak was the one at the juke joint basically making Harpo the money, because Squeak can sing as well, right? So, of course, Mr. come outside, and he basically trying to stop Celie from going. But he don't swing on her. Remember in the old one, he swings on her. Like, what you about to do? And that's when she do the, until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble. And he like, you can't put no root on nobody. You're old, you're black, you're a woman, you're ugly, you're poor. He say all the stuff. She like, everything you think about is gonna crumble. Boom. So they drive off. So they there. They, they having a little party. They having a party. It's probably like, they don't give like a timetable. But, they come to Suge every house. Suge every house is the bomb. Like, it's like a mansion. Like, she like, you got your own room. She like, I never had my own room. She like, I ain't gonna even know how to act. Suge like, girl, act natural. You know what I mean? So, Suge every got a beautiful house with her new husband, baby. Her husband got them ends. You feel me? So, they in the house, and everything. So the next day, or whenever, because it don't tell the timetable, the phone rings, Squeak picks it up, and like Celie, telephone, and Celie like, who is it? She like, I don't know, but it sound urgent. Celie get on the phone like, hello, good evening, this is Celie, what's up, what's good? She like, well, so whatever they say, we can't hear the other end. Next thing you know, Celie, she looking sad. So you don't know what's going on. Celie goes back to the thing. It shows Celie's father, Paul, is dead. So everybody at the funeral with her. Her, Celie, Squeak, everybody at the funeral. Of course, the Reverend, Suge Avery's father, is doing the funeral. or whatever. You know, and basically he keep it real. He like, you know, we don't know where he went. We don't know if he went to heaven or hell. You know what I mean? We know he was whatever type of man he was. All we know is that he's dead. Basically, he kept it real. Like he one of them pastors. And you know his lovely daughter is here. His wife is here. You know, and yeah. So when the funeral is over, Suge goes up there and there's a part where he's like, he talks about forgiveness. He was like, you know, and we should forgive our people and, you know, forgive them. So of course, you know, the thing with Suge and her father was that he didn't agree with her lifestyle. So when he said something about forgiveness, Suge like, hey man, you know, type of situation. And at the end, you know how people go like at the end they walk past and they greet the pastor and his wife. So Tamala Man, which is the first lady, is standing by the reverend, and she like, Daddy, try to talk to him, and Tamala Man like, this is not the time. You know, basically like, we ain't about to talk about that right now. We ain't no forgiveness going on in this setting. Keep it moving. So, you know, she just keep walking or whatever. So remember the Mister's wife was a younger woman. Her actual name. So her name in the movie is Abina. But her actual name, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Her name is Mary Ellen. I'm tripping. Her name is Mary Ellen. Her actual name is Editinpo Thomas. Beautiful woman. She, like I said, she played Mary Ellen. She played Mr.'s wife. I mean, not Mr. Paul's wife, Celie's father. And basically, she whispered in her ear, like, you know, after the funeral, meet me in the store. Because remember, they had a general store that Celie worked in as a child. They get to the store, and she basically explains to her, like, this man is not your father. Like, your mother, your actual father died and married him. Okay? And basically, when your mother died, he just took over the store. So the deed to the land and the store is in you and your sister's name. Right? So that just opens up so many doors for Fantasia because, I mean, keep saying Fantasia, for Celie, because she realizes that I really had a mother and a father that loved me. You know what I mean? Because all this time she thinking like my mother, she knew her mother loved her, but she thought that was her dad. She never knew that she had a father that actually loved her. She never knew. So he had to die like probably like right after Nettie was born. You know what I mean? Because of course Nettie was younger. And they never knew that they had a father. Like, their mother married Paul, you know, very soon, probably after. And then she died. So, you know, she never explained to them that they had a father. Another man, or actual father. So like I said, the wife explained that. And she gave her the keys and gave her the deed. And was like, this is for you and your sister. So, you know, that Celie was so happy. And that's when she opened up her store with the pants. And, you know, she did like a little whole number with the pants and everything. And that was nice. So, yeah, that was good. So she realized that it wasn't like ancestral type of situation going on because that wasn't her actual father. So she didn't actually have 2 kids with her father. Even though it was still statutory because Celie was definitely a child and that definitely was a grown man, but it wasn't ancestral because that wasn't her father. It's so much stuff to unpack in movies like this, but you know, it depends on how you look at it. So yeah, so she gets the land, she redoes the store, she turns it into a the pants store, and then she has the house and the land and all of that. So remember, she puts the root on Mister, and she tells him, until you do right by me, everything you think about gonna crumble. So, yes. I'm doing the thing. What?
Oh, you doing the video?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
What you want?
Nothing. I just want to give you a hug.
Deja, I'm doing the video.
I know. I just.
Wait a minute.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so he got this big field of crops or whatever he had. So they show that his crops is like bees or something in the crops. So everybody who's working for him, I guess back in the day when this happened, they used to have to burn the crops down. So, he get to thinking, like, oh my gosh, did she really put a root on my crops? Is this really happening? She said that everything was gonna crumble. I was gonna start losing, my land and all this other type of stuff. Like, oh my goodness. So he thinking about it. So he had to burn his whole crop, his whole farm space, because it was infested with bees and it wasn't right. Boom. So he goes to the juke joint one night, goes there, embarrasses himself. Harpo pretty much kick him out because him and Sophia is back together now. Because, Squeak then went to Memphis with Suge. She didn't live her life, her best life with Suge. So him and Sophia they back running the juke joint. And, he just a drunk, basically. So, they kick him out. Pretty much it starts pouring down raining. As he's going back home, he passes out in that same field that he had burnt down. It's muddy, ain't nothing but a bunch of burnt up plants. Or like a big burnt field, but it's muddy. So when he wakes up the next morning, it's the mailman waking him up like, Mr. Johnson, you okay? You all right? And he look up like, oh yeah, I fell asleep looking at the stars or whatever. And he was like, okay. So he gets this letter and it's Nettie writing another letter. So he opens up the letter and it's basically Nettie saying, because we had to relocate so many times because of them, tearing down our villages and doing everything they did to us. We lost our passports. We lost our identification. So we need proof that we are American citizens. So if you can help us, man, he still ain't giving Celie these letters, right? So what he does, because he remembered, until I do right by her, I ain't gonna have no peace. So what he does is he goes to immigration and he shows them proof. They show that part. And let me tell you something. As a child, I even saw that movie as an adult. I never put that together. I mean, I know that he did something, but I didn't know exactly what he did. And I don't know, I was slow. But now seeing it now, I get it. So whatever he did, he went to the immigration office and he basically showed the proof that Nettie and Olivia and Adam were American citizens, right? So they can come over to America, right? So he does that. It probably takes some weeks or some months or however long it takes. Within that time, he goes to the shop, to the pan shop. Celie in there cleaning up, sweeping up or whatever. And he like, I came here to buy some pans. I want to just help you with your business. So it's these glossy, shiny looking pants over there. They look silly. And she like, you sure you want to buy these? And he's like, it don't matter to me. I don't want to buy anything from you or whatever. So he gets to talking to her like, yeah, what we gonna do? She like, dude, we just gonna be friends. We ain't even about to go down that route or whatever. So he like, okay. So he gives her this box of, it has more letters in it. It has a picture of Suge Avery and just a couple other little trinkets. It has, when she saw Olivia in the store years ago when she was a child, when she discovered that Olivia was alive, it was like a pacifier or something or some type of toy. She held that all those years. He had that toy. He held it. He kept it from her. So he gave that back to her and all that. So that was a moment. If y'all know anything about this, it's called I'm Here. This song is not new. When the play came out, Fantasia performed this song in the play. This is a very powerful song. Look it up. It's called I'm Here by Fantasia Barrino. Like I said, she performed it in the play, and she sings this song at this part of the movie. I cried my eyeballs out, and I was singing it at the movies. I know they probably was like, "Shut up," but ain't nobody say it. But I was singing it low. I wasn't like loud with it, but I was crying and I was singing, and it was a whole part. But that song is very powerful. Listen to the words, man, it's powerful. Okay, so she sings that part after he walks out. She's like, "I got locked up or whatever." Boom, he leaves out. Okay, after that, what happens? So she got her land, she got her store, things is, going good for her and everything. Everything is good. So, okay, so now we at the end of the movie. Now remember in the original movie when Nettie and Olivia and Adam and his wife and stuff pull up, Mr. is looking from a distance. He's not actually there with them when it happened. He just sees it from his land. But in this part, so at the end, they're having like a big picnic, right? So everybody's there. There's a whole bunch of other town people. So all the characters are there. Sophia, Harpo, Squeak, Suge, Mr., Celie. Everybody's there. All the, the main characters of the movie. Suge's husband. Everybody's there. So, a car pulls up. So Suge, is it Suge or Mr.? One of them say, "Okay, well, we got some more people coming." So, Celie, just so humble and beautiful and nice. She was like, "Well, it's okay. We got enough food. So, everybody's welcome." You know what I mean? And of course, it's her sister and her children and grandchildren. So when they get out the car, the adult Nettie is Sierra. Now let me say this. It was definitely a surprise to see Sierra play that part, but she only played in like the last couple 5-10 minutes of the movie. But she didn't do well. I'm sorry. She just didn't. She just didn't do well. Like, remember at the end when Nettie came, she was, they touched each other's face and they were crying and they were just so amazed and to see each other. And you know what I mean? It didn't give that. Like, Fantasia did her part, or Celie did her part, but adult Nettie or Sierra didn't do her. She kind of was just standing there. You know what I mean? She just kind of was just standing there. It just didn't give, "I ain't seen you in 30 years and I'm so happy to see you. You my sister and I love you so much." It didn't give that at all. Like, she just was kind of that standing there like, you know what I mean? I hated it. I hated that scene. It was bad. It was terrible. It just didn't give, "I ain't seen my sister in a long time and I thought you was dead and I'm happy to see you," and all of that. It just didn't give that. So, she saw her kids, or whatever. Let me see. I got the names of the kids as well. Let me see. So Olivia is played by Tiffany L. Burgess, beautiful woman. Do I have Adam? Wait a minute, y'all. I don't see Adam on here. Hold on. Adam is played by Terrence Smith. Yeah, so I don't know. The end, it was like a big build up for that. And like I said, at the end, when they don't do that. They don't do that anywhere in the movie. They don't do that at the beginning. They don't do that at the end. They never walk through the purple flowers. They don't walk through the flowers at the end. They don't Mr. being there with them, like able to take in the essence of them reuniting, kind of blew me. Cause it's like, you the reason why they weren't able to see each other. So I didn't like that part. I felt like he shouldn't have been there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, he did his part by getting them to, like, doing what he was supposed to do right by her. But I just felt like you shouldn't be able to enjoy this with us because you did so wrong. You did so much wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I don't know. Sierra just didn't do well in her part. She just stood there. She didn't cry or nothing. Like she didn't touch Celie's face. You know how they was like touching each other's face and crying, and the big hug they gave each other, and I feel like Fantasia did her part, but Sierra didn't do her part. So it's like it didn't come together the way it was supposed to. It just didn't. And then they sing like a song at the end, some song. The song was nice because of course everybody got beautiful voices. But I don't know. That part just didn't do anything for me. And then, like I said, at the end, they didn't go through the purple flowers. And I hated that. But all in all, the movie was good. 2 thumbs up. Remember Siskel and Ebert used to do the thumbs up? 2 thumbs up for me. I love it. I will be getting the soundtrack. And I will be seeing the play whenever it come back to the theaters, as far as going to see the play. I will be going to see it. I want to go see it in New York. I want to go see it on Broadway. But yes, please go see the movie. I don't want to post any pictures of any of the characters. But please go see the movie. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. I had a good time with my sister and my nieces. And tell me if y'all like my review and my spoilers. If so, I'll do more when I go see more movies. Thank you for watching. And as always, and if y'all have any questions, because there's some stuff I know I probably missed. If y'all have any questions, put them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and consider being a member. And as always, be comfortable, be confident, and most importantly, be peachy. Peach out. Bye.